Hi, we're Gen Z Theory, and you just got scammed.
TANACON was a convention created to be a fan-friendly experience to meet their favorite video creators, and it was founded by the one and only TANAMOJO. The convention was to take place at the same time as VidCon, and apparently right down the street. The event would include creators such as Shane Dawson, Ricky Dillon, The Gabby Show, Bella Thorne, and others. It was planned and arranged by Good Times Live, which is owned by Michael Weiss. Tana says the event was canceled because 20,000 people showed up unexpectedly, but realistically, they only sold 5,000 tickets. The venue was a hotel, which stated that the max capacity was 1,000 people, which means 4,000 people were outside,
burning in the sun with no water or food.
Tana made it clear that the main idea was for it to be more fun and much more free than VidCon. So there was a free ticket and a potential $65 VIP ticket. The theory is that the free tickets weren't even online.
They were not available whatsoever
for purchase. And so people showed up either with a VIP pass or with the impression that they could buy at the door. This is why everyone thinks it's a scam, because it makes no sense that Good Times would book an event at a place where it can only hold 1,000 people, and for them to sell 5,000 tickets, it's like...
It's common sense. It doesn't make sense that they would even think about doing that. However, in Shane Dawson's video that he has been recently putting out about TANACON and the entire conspiracy around it, he interviewed the CEO of Good Times Live, and he said that the hotel even said that it was max capacity at like 4,000. So who's lying here? Is it Good Times Live or is it the Marriott Hotel?
The idea is that it could just be a publicity stunt.
Unfortunately.
Because Michael Weiss, who is the CEO of Good Times Live, mentioned that he is making a documentary on this, which is insane because that could hint that it was, purposeful.
That he was specifically trying to get good documentary footage to,
your pin.
Especially because they got footage of the entire thing on purpose. I think, was that?
Yeah, they got the entire process. They had footage of,
outside,
meetings.
Inside,
they had footage of meetings with Tana, all the way up until they couldn't get people in the doors.
So there's three options here. Either Michael Weiss is lying to Tana and everyone else is innocent. Tana's lying and everyone else is innocent / confused. Or they're both working together and they're both lying to make money off of this publicity thing, because even if it's bad publicity, it still gets them attention.
Right.
It still makes them money. And apparently they can't even refund. He says he can't refund the money that people paid since no one got a free ticket. Everyone paid $65. That's
right.
A lot of money.
And plus people were even coming from around the country. This was in Anaheim, and people were coming from other places in the United States, Canada, they were coming from around the world. People were really excited to be there to support Tana, and they spent thousands of dollars to be there.
Some people didn't even come for Tana specifically. It makes more sense for the other featured creators to be upset about this because their faces were on the
on the website,
and the advertisements for this. So when people show up to see someone specifically, and they were promised fast passes to see people,
which I don't even know how that makes sense, because if everyone gets a fast pass, then it's not even a fast pass. And then also, Shane Dawson was saying, he got an entire list of people who RSVP'd for his meet and greet, but that was only 300 some people. It doesn't make sense that 5,000 people showed up and only 300 said that they were going to his. Where are these numbers coming from? Plus, the two girls that he had interviewed about the situation said that they had RSVP'd, but their names weren't even on the list. So why are false lists and false RSVPs and all of this stuff happening? Who's behind all of the misinformation? So could this be Michael Weiss's fault? What evidence is there to support it being his sole fault?
Even if TANAMOJO is irresponsible, Michael Weiss is in charge of planning like how many people get tickets.
But Good Times Live was in charge of doing the entire event. Even if Tana, she was telling them what should have been done, and their team should have been working constantly to get all that stuff done.
Especially with the security, there are lots of people who like are also creators who aren't like future creators, but went to TANACON just to record and vlog, and a lot of them say that they just walked in, like they got there and they were like, yeah, I'm a VIP, and basically the guard or the security was just like, yeah, okay, and then they gave them a pass and they got in, and there's no security check, there's no ID check, and it was just
there's no bag check, like literally anything could have made it inside that hotel.
And that's why people don't like VidCon, is because the security is so like uptight about everything.
I mean, it's safety of the creators and safety of the fans. It's a whole safety issue. If they wanted to make it different from VidCon, they could have done it in a way that was still safe and still made sure the people who got in had tickets or had something that said that they had RSVP'd for this event.
If anything, it could have been almost as uptight as VidCon and still been like freer, because I guess that was the point. People can go to it and not feel like
Is it Good Times Live's fault that they didn't do security correctly, they didn't do tickets correctly, they didn't get the correct number for the max capacity? Like, there's no way the Marriott was like, yeah, it can hold 4,000 people. Like, that was a small ballroom and lobby and everything, and there's no way that many people could have fit. So,
or is it Tana Mojo's fault?
it might also come down to her irresponsibility. Like in the Shane Dawson video, Michael Weiss was saying that she was making decisions very last minute, saying things like, oh, well, we want this, well, I want this to happen and this to happen.
For example, the VIP ticket came with, or I guess everyone's ticket, the gift bag, and it was said that it was like quadruple or like triple.
It was supposed to be quadruple the price, and they got like stickers or wristband that said like Gucci Queen.
And a ticket's $65, so like that's $260. $260.
That wristband better have actually been from Gucci. Like, excuse me. There's just, I don't know. There's so many places where I think they both messed up, and where like Tana probably said things way too late, and where Michael Weiss should have known that like security should be really on it, because it's the safety of people. It's the well-being of the fans who literally were standing out in the sun for hours and hours.
This theory is sort of unfinished.
It could be anyone's fault in the end.
Really, yeah. So
it could have been sabotaged.
As of when we're recording this, Shane Dawson has not put out Tana's side of the story, which is going up on Monday, but this will be going out the Wednesday after, which is just fantastic. We're seeing it as it's kind of everybody's fault in one way or another. I guess we'll see who's lying on Monday. Like and
subscribe,
comment. How do you feel about the situation? Were you there? Because that would really suck. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Bye.